Hi, good morning everyone. Today we're going to work on word problem with rate of change. So today's type problem will be the water in and out problem. So let's take a look at question number 1. Water is pumped into a tank at a rate of 32 gallons per minute. Water leaks out the tank at a rate of 2 t squared gallons per minute. For t between 0 and 10 minutes, at t equals 0, the tank contains 500 gallons of water. So we have the information given. So let's write down the given information. So we have the rate in, that is 32 gallons per minute. And then we had the rate out, that is 2 t squared gallons per minute. And the time is between 0 and 10. At t equals 0, the tank contains 500 gallons of water. So t equals 0, we got 500 gallons of water. So these are the initial information. So now let's take a look at part A. How many gallons of water was pumped into the tank from t equals 0 to t equals 2 minutes? So let's recall what we learned yesterday. So yesterday, we said that if you have an integral, a to b, and you put the rate in dt here, we're going to accumulate something. So let's see what we accumulate. The rate in, the unit is gallons per minute. And the unit for dt is minute. So if we simplify, we're going to get gallons. So this integral will give you accumulation of gallons. And this case is water, because it's rate in. So that means accumulation of water goes in. So that means we can use integral 0 to 2 rate in dt to find the amount of water pumped in from t equals 0 to t equals 2. And we already know that the rate go in is 32 gallons per minute. So we put 32 dt. So now we get the integral. All we have to do is evaluate the integral. You can use calculator, but I prefer you do it by hand. The antiderivative 32 will be 32t and 0 to 2. And then we got 32 times 2 minus 32 times 0. So we got 64. So that means 64 gallons of water was pumped into the tank from 0 to 2. Let's take a look at part B. Part B, the question said, how many gallons of water leaked out of the tank from t equal to 0 to equal 2 minutes? Show correct integral. So we already know that if you use integral, we can find the accumulation of water. So the time is 0 to 2, so put 0 to 2. If we put the rate out over here, dt, that will give you us the amount of water leaks out from t equals 0 to t equals 2. And the rate out will give you the amount. So now we're going to integral 0 to 2, and we got 2t squared as the rate to go out. So we put 2t squared dt. So the integral from 0 to 2 to t squared dt will give us some amount of water that leaks out. And here we just do integration. So 2 times t, 2 plus 1 is 3, so over 3. Don't forget that I put 0 to 2 on the side. And when we substitute, we had to substitute the 2 first, from top to bottom. So 2 times 2 to the third power over 3 minus 2 over 3, and then 0 cubed. And then we got 2 over 3 times 2 cubed is 8. and they will give us 0. And then 2 times a 16, so we got 16 over 3 gallons. So from 0 to 2, 16 over 3 gallons of water leaks out. Now let's take a look at part C. Part C, how many gallons of water are there in the tank at t equal 2 minutes? Show correct integral. So we still have to use integral to show the work. So let's analyze this question. So we have water going in and we have water going out, and at t equals 0 then we have 500 gallons. So that means we have to put all them together. So amount of water in the tank should be equal to the amount of water goes in to the tank minus the amount of water goes out of the tank, and plus whatever is in there, that is the initial amount. So we already figured out in part A the amount of water go in to the tank from 0 to 2. That will give you integral 0 to 2, and the rate go in is 32. So integral 0 to 2, 32 dt. And in part B, we said that integral 0 to 2 with the rate goes out will give you the amount of water go out from 0 to 2. And the initial amount is wherever it's in the beginning, which is 500 gallons. So now all this together will give us the amount of water at t equal to 2. So this will give us amount of water in the tank at t equal 2. T equal 2. 2 and 2. Initial amount at time equal to 0. So now we're going to integrate since I already did the work in part A and part B. So we are going to just use our answer. In part A, we got 64. In part B, we got this 16 over 3. And then we plus 500. So we got 64 minus 5 and 1/3 plus 500. So you can do it by hand or do it by calculator. So we got 63 and 3 over 3 minus 5 and 1/3. So we got 2/3, 63 minus 5. You got 58. So we go back here. We got 58 and 2/3 plus 500. So we're going to get 558 and 2/3 gallons of water at t equal 2. So there are 558 and 2/3 gallons of water at t equal 2. Now let's take a look at part D. Part D, we go a little bit more abstract this time. Write an expression for P of t equal P of x, the total number of gallons of water in the tank at any time t. So we refresh our memory. So we say the amount of water in the tank at any time equal to the amount of water goes in minus the amount of water goes out, and plus the initial amount. So this time we don't have a time t equal 2, we say any time t. So we're gonna let the time equal to x. So we get 0 to x, and then we have the amounts that go in, we have to use the rate go in, which is 32. So we get 32 dt, and then minus 0 to x, because we want to be any time. And we had the rate that go out, which is 2t squared. So we put 2t squared dt, and then the initial amount is going to be 500. So we call this P of t or P of x. So we put P of x. One more time, x and t are the same. We already used t over here, so we put x over here. It does look like part C. The amount that go in, subtract what's go out, and plus initial amount. X, x, x. Now let's take a look at part E. Use the answer in part D to find the number of gallons of water in tank at t equals 5. So now we know that this formula we can use it to find the number of gallons at any time. So if it t equals 5, you substitute x by 5. If you use a t equal to 6, so you substitute x by 6. So now we have t equal 5. So P of 5 equal to integral 0 to 5, 32 dt minus integral 0 to 5, 2t squared dt, and plus 500. So now we are going to integrate. So we got 32t, and then we got 0 to 5. This is 2tq over 3, and 0 to 5, and plus 500. So we just continue do substitution. So we got 32 times 5 minus 32 times 0. This part, it takes a little bit more work. Okay, so we got 2 over 3. And then we got 5q and minus 2 over 3, 0, and plus 500. Okay, so we got 10, then we got 160 minus 0. And then we got 2 over 3 times 125 minus 0 and plus 500. We got 160 minus 2 times 125 will get us 250 over 3 and plus 500. So now I'm going to combine these two together. So we're going to get 660 minus 250 over 3. So this time I'm going to do it slightly differently. So I'm going to make it into an improper fraction. So 660 times 3. So I'm going to get 1980 over 3 minus 250 over 3. So 1980, 250, subtract. So we get a 3 and 7 and 1. So we get 1730 over 3. So add t equal to 5. There are 1730 over 3 gallons of water in the tank. You don't need to convert this into a mixed number. Of course, you can. So if that was a free response question, you can leave it into improper fraction. Now we finished question number 1.